where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide. Hold me closely to his side. With love and strength for each new day, he will make a way. He will make a way. Oh, God will make a way where there seems to be no way. It's in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide. Hold me closely to his side. With love and strength for each new day, he will make a way. He will make a way. By a roadway in the wilderness, he'll lead me. Rivers in the desert will I see. Heaven and earth will fade, but his word will still remain. And he will do something new today. Oh, God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide. Hold me closely to his side. With love and strength for each new day, he will make a way. He will make a way. By a roadway in the wilderness, you lead me. Rivers in the desert will I see. Heaven and earth will fade, but his word will still remain. And he will do something new today. Oh, God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide. Hold me closely to his side. With love and strength for each new day, he will make a way. He will make a way.
Good afternoon and welcome back everyone for the second session of 5 days online faculty development program on innovation incubation startups and research challenges in India, organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell IQAC of Idaya Engineering College for Women, Chinnaselam. It's my pleasure to welcome you all here in this afternoon. Moving right along, it's my pleasure to invite Sister C. Jansi Sophia Mary, Associate Professor of CSE Department, to introduce the guest speaker of this session.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure for me to introduce our resource person, Dr. Manjit Kour, who is going to share her knowledge on innovation and entrepreneurship. Dr. Manjit Kour is a dedicated and experienced academician with zeal for research and providing quality education. She is one among the few innovation ambassadors recognized by the Institution Innovation Council of MHRD. Currently, she is working as an associate professor at University Business School at Chandigarh University. She completed her PhD in management from IQAC Gujarat Punjab Technical University and has more than a decade of experience in the higher education sector. She has a good research record with 23 research papers published, including in reputed international journals. If one takes a closer look at the alchemy of the achieving person, two distinct virtues pop up, besides perseverance and hard work. These are pioneering spirit and willingness. She has a keen interest and willingness to work in entrepreneurship development and innovation. She has presented more than 20 research papers in international and national conferences and seminars. She has authored 2 books to her credit as well. She has acted as a resource person in many seminars and workshops. She has also received International Researcher Award 2021 by the International Institute of Organized Research. We are so proud of you, madam, to have you as our resource person for today's session. On behalf of Idaya Engineering College for Women, Chinnasalem, we are extremely happy to welcome you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
Now I request our resource person, Dr. Manjit Kour, Associate Professor, University Business School, Chandigarh University, Punjab, to take over the session entitled on Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Ma'am, the session is all yours.
So much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words. A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries and faculty members in this session today. First of all, I would like to thank IECW, Idaya Engineering College for Women, and especially Dr. Janita for reaching out and giving me this opportunity to interact with all of you on this platform. In fact, it's a great initiative of Idaya Engineering College for Women and IQAC for organizing this 5-day FDP on Innovation, Incubation, Startup and Research Challenges in India. So I would like to start with lines from Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison believed there is always a way to do it better, find it. And in words of even Albert Einstein, he also said, if you always do what you always did, you will always get what you always got. So these are the words of world's greatest inventors. They highly believed in innovation, innovation to find solutions, innovation to find solutions to problems of mankind. And today's session is on innovation and entrepreneurship. When we are talking about entrepreneurship, we cannot isolate it from innovation, because innovation and entrepreneurship go hand in hand. Without innovation, entrepreneurship will not succeed. So without wasting any time, so I'm going to start this session. So I'll be presenting my screen. Give me a minute, I'll be presenting PPT. So is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So before starting the session, I just want to discuss about different innovations. So I hope all of you are aware about this gentleman. Who's he? Can you recognize who's he? I'm looking at chat box also. Can anybody recognize him? Yes, Kour. He is Ritesh Agarwal. Is Ritesh Agarwal, CEO of Kour. And why I'm discussing about Ritesh Agarwal? Because the business model that he has given, that is a very innovative business model. is became entrepreneur at the age of 17, and innovation, that is the key to his success. Can you imagine he became a millionaire without owning any, without having ownership in any of these hotels? So the idea that he came up with, that without having his own hotels, he is renting these, giving rooms to people and earning. So hotels which have rooms empty, but they do not give it to people because they have some fixed room rates. And he also observed, on the other hand, that there are so many travelers who travel and they need cheap rooms. So he got this idea. So he reached out to those hotels and he told them, just give me throughout the year, I need 2 or 3 of your rooms. So it is my this responsibilities that you will get your guest for those rooms. And this was the business model that he developed, that he only made standardization of those rooms. He just added the same color, red color of linen curtains, and he had water bottle in every room. So the decoration of the room, the layout of the room was as per he had standardized format for these rooms, and he opened his website and enabled booking via its website or application. And Oyo reached 13,000 franchised and leased hotels and over 450,000 rooms, adding over 64,000 rooms every month globally. So his net worth was $10 billion before COVID-19. And in fact, the other day I was going through his case study. Still, he's growing. Even COVID has not impacted him much. So the success mantra for the success mantra for him, Ritesh Agarwal, was innovation, thinking out of the box. So here, what are the takeaways from his case study from Ritesh Agarwal? That innovation is key to success and thinking out of box. What is basically innovation? Innovation is thinking out of box, thinking what others have not thought about. And innovation is taking that leap of faith, what others might have at some time thought about, but they never had that confidence to go ahead with that idea. So those people who innovate, they think out of box, they have confidence on their ideas, although their ideas are always different, but they have confidence that they will succeed. They have persistence. They try again and again until they succeed, and they always try to solve some problem. They give some unique solution to the problem. So in case of Oyo, the problem was that the hotels, they were not getting enough guests to sustain themselves. And on the other hand, he also observed that there were so many travelers who were not getting rooms at cheaper rates. So he thought that it's a problem, and he solved this problem with this innovative way. So basic innovation is, creativity is part of innovation. Creativity is thinking about new things, and innovation is doing new things. So creativity is still thinking only, but innovation is what you have thought, what creative idea you have thought, applying it, doing new things. Even Peter Drucker, he's one of the greatest management gurus. He said that innovation is the specific instrument of entrepreneurship the act that endows resources with a new capacity to create wealth. Even he stressed on innovation. And in today's scenario, in today's when everything is changing so quickly, new things are coming up. So innovation is the only key to success. So I'm just sharing one more picture. I'm not sure if you will be able to recognize him. He's quite old, not from our times. So can you recognize this gentleman? Can you recognize this gentleman? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It's Walt Disney. Exactly. Thank you so much. So he's Walt Disney. So he was the one who pioneered in animated cartoons. When he first came up with this cartoon, Mickey Mouse, no one believed it. No one believed that this thing can be successful. But his idea, he had this innovative idea, and at the time, these movies with cartoons were not that successful. So people, there were these movies with human characters only. So he came up with the idea. First of all, Mickey Mouse. Everyone told him when he went to the producer for a show for a cartoon of Mickey Mouse. Everyone said it's a very funny idea. It will not be successful. But Walt Disney, he believed in his idea and he took it forward. And it's a big brand. Disney is a big brand, and Mickey Mouse is the mascot of Disney. And I know you must be this. You all must be aware about this gentleman. So I hope you all recognize him. He's in the news always. Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. He's Jeff Bezos. He's founder of Amazon.com. So when he started, Jeff, he started by selling books online. Amazon was first, it was a website to sell books. And now, after so many years, he is one of the richest person by selling books and then expanding it to a full-fledged online platform for selling anything. We can sell anything, buy and sell anything on Amazon. And I hope you can also recognize this gentleman. Yes. All right. I'll take. He's Larry Page. He's founder of Google. So now we are using Google every day, and it seems normal to us. But when he started with this idea of Google, so that was a very innovative. So what Larry Page and his friends, what they found that it is when we are working on different websites, they started by making a directory. The Google started by making a directory. First, they made directory of all those websites pertaining to a particular subject line. They started with a directory, and then it became Google. So it was also a very innovative idea. And next, here we are talking about some innovative ideas, some case studies, and how can we forget, how can we miss out on Dipender Goyal, CEO of Zomato. So Dipender Goyal, his idea is, I guess it is one of the best ones, very innovative. Zomato is one of the leading platform for for in the food industry. So see the beauty here, the business model. Here he has used a very innovative business model. He's not owning any restaurant, he's not owning any hotels, but still, whenever we have to order food, we just scroll in Zomato. So again, here depends the oil. What he looked at, he looked at a problem. He looked at a problem that there are people, most of the people they are into, even most of women are also into working class, and people love to eat good food, some different food, different people love to try out different cuisines, and there are people who are working, those who do not have time to cook food, but they cannot spare time to go out and eat food in a restaurant. So he looked at the problem. So, and for this problem, he got a very innovative solution. So he developed this Zomato, this app. So first of all, he developed the Zomato app. Initially, the main Zomato used to only give ratings for different food. Then he started but delivering food. So now again he has become a millionaire. How? He's not owning any of the restaurants. He is not having his own. He's only into logistics. He's only into delivering food. So this is also a very good innovative idea. So basically, creative thinking, it inspires ideas, and ideas inspire change. Now, from these case studies, what we get to know about innovation. Innovation, what is basically innovation? Innovation refers to a new way of doing something, and it may refer to incremental and emergent or radical and uh, revolutionary changes in thinking, products, processes, or organization. So basically, innovation is doing something new, doing things in a manner which have never done before. And innovation is not only about innovation of a product or innovation of a service. Innovation can be innovation about a concept, innovation of a process, innovation of a business model, right? So basically, innovation be different innovative person have to come across different failures as well. And basically, as I told you, innovation is basically solving real world problems using technology, leading to progress, prosperity, and profit. That is also innovation. And there are certain risks that come with innovation. As I told you, innovation also involves looking at failures, because innovation is thinking out of the box and doing something that has never been done before. And innovation means having confidence, persistence, and it comes with risks. So the innovator, he has to see that he has to identify, mitigate, and manage these risks in a systematic manner. And he can do this by taking proper feedback from the customers individually and from the market, and by doing proper market research. So it is not always necessary that the innovator should go with his gut feeling only. He has to see what customers need. When you are talking about innovation and entrepreneurship, if you're talking about an entrepreneurship venture where innovation is the main, is central. So in that case, when a person is going ahead with entrepreneurship, they should not go only with gut feeling. They should see what are the risks involved in it, and they should go in a systematic manner. So full market research needs to be done before this. And when you're talking about any type of product innovation, some of the risk factors that are associated with them are problem definition. Problem definition, it means when we're talking about innovation, We are here trying to solve some problem, solve the problem of people, solve the problem of society. Uh, so problem definition, customer selection, and specificity, that is the first risk factor. Then what is the problem significance and magnitude, and the motivation level of target customer to solve the defined problem. So, and quantification and its acceptance by the target customer of the value proposition of that innovation. So if the innovator is coming up with some first of all, he needs to identify the problem. What is the problem? How relevant is the problem? So, if the innovator is giving some solution to the problem, are people going to accept it? How much is the acceptance level of the people for that solution? Okay, and are there any adoption barriers if the innovator, entrepreneur is giving some innovative solution to the problem of people? Are they going to accept? So basically, it all needs to be thought in advance only. And when we are speaking about the example of Oyo and Zomato, uh, it was a risky. It was there was a lot of risk associated with it, right? But they took that leap of faith because they had their they work on the workload, the customers, they were confident that people will accept this. Now, different types of innovations. As I told you, innovation, it is not confined to only product or process. Innovation can be product innovation. Product innovation means development of a new product or adding some new innovative features to already existing products. That is product innovation. Then there can be process innovation. Process innovation can be development of a new manufacturing process or like already some products are being developed. So some easy way or innovative way to develop produce those products. That is process innovation. Kindly mute yourself. Okay. Then we have organizational innovation. Organizational innovation means where a new venture division, new innovative is being added to organization, or they are having some new accounting procedure, or they're adding some new management process, new system they're imbibing in their organization. So that is organizational innovation. Then there can, in management innovation, there can be total quality management systems, innovation in that, BPR systems, SAP, these are examples of some management innovation. In production innovation, there is quality circles, can be just in time this system, MRP. So these are production innovation that is done for smooth production, quick production, for improving the quality of production. Then there can be commercial or marketing innovation. So a lot of things has been done in commercial or marketing innovation. So it has been noticed that now the marketing it has become very competitive because there are so many products, so many companies in the market, and everybody they need attention. They are looking for the attention of the customers. So they are coming up with some new this. Innovative marketing techniques. So you must have noticed that nowadays for marketing tools, they're coming up with some very informative these videos or their short videos for marketing of their goods. So these are some of the innovations in marketing, CRM, direct marketing. Then there can be service innovation also. Service innovation, how services are provided. So here this is an example of product innovation. So product is something which gives us light, right? So first there was candle, then bulb, then LEDs, and CFL tube. So these are product innovations. And when we are talking about service innovation involves it encompasses a lot of things. When we're talking about product innovation only is focuses more on the features of the product, on the functioning of the product, how it functions and its quality. But when we are talking about innovation in services, there are so many things where innovation can be done. There are so many elements in service innovation, like efficiency, can be innovation about efficiency, how quickly the services can given, then there can be technology, then other solutions that they provide, and then there are reliability, improvement, service improvement in the services they're providing, in the service practice in that, and customer deal with customers. This is where they can innovate. So there are different these spheres in service innovation where they can innovate. So,
ma'am, excuse me. Can you please make it in a presentation mode, ma'am? Presentation mode.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is it okay? Is it okay now?
Not it. No. You can go to the view and slideshow.
Yeah, I have done slideshow.
Excuse me, ma'am. Have you shared that window or entire screen, ma'am?
I'm sorry, so much echo is coming.
Have you shared the entire screen or the window, ma'am? Kindly share your entire screen so that we could see your slide flow.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So I was saying that there are so many things where innovation can be done in service. Should I change the slide? The slide or something? Okay. So basically, what is there is difference between innovation and invention. There is difference between innovation and invention. It's a balance between the two. So the process of innovation, it basically transforms ideas into businesses. So invention is something someone comes up with new thing, and innovation is that new idea that has been transformed into business. So that is basically innovation. So with help of this slide, you can see the difference between innovation and invention. Invention is ad hoc, innovation is structured. Because invention is it's about the creativity to find some solution. But innovation is now we have got the solution. Okay, so how we can transform into some business ideas so that we can make it available for everyone, and in the process we should always make some profit. And invention is gut feeling. So a person gets some new idea suddenly, but innovation is disciplined. How innovation is disciplined? It is disciplined because here the innovator, he notices there is some problem, there is people, it can be, the problem can be some problem faced by the society or the people in the society. So he tries to find solution for that, right? So that is discipline. Invention, it is disorganized, and innovation, it is organized. So and invention is opportunistic. It means it is an opportunity that happens, but innovation is purposeful. That is done by keeping in mind the purpose of finding solution, and in the process finding solution, plus in the process making profit also. So all these case studies that I have discussed briefly, so they were not doing some social work. They did innovation, but they have not done it for some social work. They did those innovations for finding solution, but at the same time they earn lot of profit also, right? And innovation is fortunate. It means it can happen by luck, but innovation is planned. And invention is individual. It means it remains by, to an individual. For example, Albert Einstein, he invented bulb, so that was his invention. But when you are talking about innovation, innovation is scalable. Scalable means it can lead to mass production, or it can be available to a large number of people. How? Because innovation is, it is an investment. Innovation means transforming the idea, the invention into business. That is innovation. So the process of innovation, how it starts, the process first, it starts with idea. The idea and solution. First of all, innovation, it starts with the idea to solve some problem. There is some problem in the society, or the innovator, the innovator wants to do something new. He tries to find the problem. He looks out for some problem. What is the problem which I can solve? I can solve that problem. People are looking for the solution for that problem. I can solve in an innovative way, and in this process, I should also earn profit, right? So the first stage is to identify the problem and identify the ideas and solutions for that problem, and to think whether the solution or idea that the innovator has come up with, is it strong enough, is it feasible, or is it doable or not. The next step is business proposition. So business proposition means, okay, I have got this idea, there is this particular problem in the society, for people looking for this solution, and the problem should be that people are looking for the solution, and they should be able to pay some extra for that solution, right? So the way we are ordering from Zomato, we have to pay some delivery charges and all. We have to pay some money, some extra. We all understand that. So there is idea. We have to see as an innovator, is the idea strong enough to justify moving forward, or is the business proposition strong enough to justify moving forward? Are people going to accept this business model? Do they need? Are they willing to pay for this innovation? Okay. So next is to check out business feasibility. So the idea, the business proposition that we have, the innovator has come up with, is it feasible? What is its business feasibility? Is it feasible? Is it doable? If innovation involves some new product, can we make that product? Or and in business feasibility, there are a lot of things that needs to be considered. There is feasibility of this product feasibility. Are we able to produce that product? That there is financial feasibility, the market feasibility. So a lot of things need to are taken care of. So after this, then there is business plan. There should be a business plan for innovation. So basically, innovation, how it is done, first an idea is there, an idea, then prototype for pitching. Prototype means if we are talking about a product, if an idea about a new product is coming up, so we have to design a prototype, a, a model of that product. Okay, but if it is only, if we are not doing product innovation, it is some service innovation or some business model innovation, that we have to do pitching of that idea. We have to pitch that idea and we have to start that business venture. To whom we need to pitch that idea? If we are, we have to pitch it to all the investors, right? Those who are going to invest. And now, why this innovation and entrepreneurship? Why, as a faculty members, as in this session, it's a FDP, and all of us, we are faculty members. So why we are doing this innovation and entrepreneurship? Because in this new startup policy given by MHRD, they have focused on faculty as well. So in startup policy, they have focused on faculty as well. As you can see on your screen, these are the thrust areas of startup policy. So as you can see, the first thrust area is higher education institutions, strategize and governance for promoting innovation and entrepreneurship. And then B is norms for faculty and students-driven innovations and startup. And C is incubation and pre-incubation support. So when we are talking about innovation and entrepreneurship, here we need to understand about innovation and entrepreneurship, not from the point of view of telling to our students only that in future we are going to guide them, or we are going to mentor them. So no, it is not only required for this much. MHRD policy says that even faculty, any of you, if you have come up with some innovative ideas, so they will support you also. So there is support for faculty also if they are coming up with some innovative ideas. So this innovation and entrepreneurship topic, it is important from the point of view, no doubt, from guiding our students, helping them if our students are coming up with some new innovative ideas. They have some, they want to do something, they want to have a startup, some new business, we have to support them. So we need to know all these things. But on the other hand, we as a faculty, we are also entitled to this support, incubation support and startup support by government also. So here I will be discussing some of the support that is being provided by MHRD. So here faculty, they can do their startup in this our NISP, in this new startup policy. It allows faculty to start startup based on the technology developed in the lab at the institute or previously developed somewhere else, but have ownership on intellectual property if technology based. Okay, so here the faculty, they can have their own startup and they will get funding also. They can get funding from, they will get funding from IIC, they will get funding from this MHRD for their startup. And this innovation policy, this new startup policy also says that allow faculty and staff to take off for a semester. If you are, as a faculty member, if you are coming up with some new innovative idea, if you have some innovation and you want to work on your startup, you are allowed to take a semester or a year as an unpaid or casual.
I think you only give a presentation through Zoom. Yeah. If you would have come here in person, it would be much impactful.
I'm sorry, please mute yourself. If you're not talking to me, I guess please mute yourself. So this startup policy says that faculty and staff...
They signed a contract with another company, Rabab Consulting. The consultants are already working. They are there.
Okay. So that this MHRD has come up with a proposal that for startup, even faculty and staff, if they have come up with some innovative idea and they want to have their own startup, they can take a semester or year as a unpaid or schedule or earn leave, and they can work on their startup, and they can again after that 6th semester or year they are allowed to work in the institute, in the college where they are working. And no restriction on shares that staff and faculty can take as long as they don't spend more than 20% of office time on the startup in advisory or consultant role, and don't compromise existing academic and administrative work or duty. There is no if a faculty coming up with the start, okay, and there is no restriction on the share they will be having in that startup, but they should not spend more than 20% of their working hours on that startup, and that makes that administrative work or duties should not suffer. And in case staff is drawing salary from institute stake or equity on startup should be limited to 20% of total share of faculty or staff, or 9.5% of total stake, whichever is minimum. So it means if a faculty it is starting its startup at the same time it is working in an institute, it's drawing salary from the institute. So the faculty has in that particular startup, the institute can have share between 9.5% to 20%. And there are some certain norms for faculty startup as well. So here, role of faculty when they are working on role of faculty while teaching, it can be he can be owner of the startup if he is faculty also, and he's starting his own startup also. He can be owner, founder, co-founder, director, promoter, advisor, mentor, consultant, can take role, but he cannot take role of employee, a CEO, or a managerial role in his or her startup. So it means if the faculty is working in his college or institute, at the time, if he's starting his startup, he can take these roles, okay, but cannot take the role of this full-time employee in his startup if he is drawing salary or is already drawing salary from the institute. It means he cannot have two salaries. And he can be a director in his startup, but cannot have these two salaries. And faculty must clearly separate and distinguish ongoing research in the institute from their work conducting at the startup or company. So he must separate it. If a faculty has something in the institute, by funding the institute, so that belongs to institute. Okay? If as a faculty, working as a faculty in an institute, we come up with some new idea, some new invention is made, so that belongs to the institute, not to the faculty. And in case selection for acceleration or incubation, he may take bachelor leave or other leave up to 1 semester or year or more based on committee recommendation. And faculty must not involve research staff or other staff engaged in academic projects of institutes in active. So these are some of the norms for faculty staff. So this was about the policy of FHRD for giving startup support to the faculty. So, any questions? Thank you so much. Any questions?
Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, if you have any queries, kindly put it in the chat window, or you can unmute yourself and open up your question.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Myself, I'm Mohali Krishna, calling from Kakinada, Andhra Pradesh. Actually,
Yes,
I do
sir.
have
Good
a query
afternoon.
regarding the. Yes, ma'am. I do have the query regarding a startup idea. Actually, I want to develop a prototype. In order for developing the prototype, which organizations are ready to fund? If I was there to place the project idea, actually it is a integrated system of solar and wind. So I'm pretty much interested in renewable energy systems and technologies. So I got a idea actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to make sure that the prototype has to get developed. In order for that, somebody has to, fund me. So I'm from a middle class family, and I was there working as a faculty at a degree college over here.
Okay.
So please kindly help me out in this regard, ma'am.
Yes, I would like to. First of all, I would like to know: do you have innovation cell in your college?
No, ma'am. No. We don't have. Ours is a undergraduate college, degree college for women. Actually, I was a physics faculty there here.
Okay. Okay. So what happens? You have some new idea. You can there is MSME. We have you can consult MSME this office in your area. They will help you. MSME office in your area. They will help you. And in fact, there you can go to different. You can ask for funding from different companies as well. Companies they are required to spend 2% on CSR, and that 2% of the CSR they can use for this startup also. And in fact, there are many these companies which are into this angel funding. Okay, so in your area, just look for those angel funding. They will fund you definitely.
Okay. So there is no organization or not a company actually. I just want to make sure that to have any research organization that is there supporting startup idea, particularly in developing a prototype. You don't have?
Well, we have with MHRD, we innovation this cell of this college institutes. They do this in collaboration with MHRD.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So I should first write down the project proposal and what is my project prototype idea, and I have to submit them, right?
What you can do, Mr. Mohali, you can first file for the patent. What I suggest you should file for the patent. If your idea is new, you should file for the patent first, and then you can develop the prototype. So if you are filing for filing the patent, what you have to do, you have to show the drawing of your this new design, okay, and you have to write abstract or a small explanation of the project, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
then you have to file that patent with register that patent. You can Google it. You can find. You can register with Australian patent or Indian patent as well. Okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so the first step I should recommend you is that because you, as you are not do not have your own IIC in your college, so to be on a safer side so that your what new idea it is protected, and you should have claim to it. You should first have a patent on your new idea. I'll take
Okay, ma'am.
same.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Thank you.
after Mr. Murli, if the patent is good, you can get this funding on your patent also.
Oh, nice, ma'am. That's great. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. So, is that only idea can be submitted for patent also?
Yes. Only idea.
Yeah,
You need not have a prototype.
Oh, nice. Great, ma'am. Thank you. I was not having that kind of understanding regarding this. Okay, great, ma'am. Thank you so very much. Great.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your time. Thank you, ma'am.
Any other queries from the participants?
Ma'am, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. During this COVID-19, 80% of small-scale business have experienced negative impact.
Right.
And they are facing many challenges like market access, improving overall productivity, and access to more finance also during this COVID pandemic. So how can we what you would suggest to overcome such challenges? You can just, your suggestions maybe to the government or the policymakers. One more questions regarding the digitization has across all the sectors. And if we start become just startup companies or new business, how we are going to just face such challenges also in India? Thank you.
A very good question, sir. And it needs lot of deliberation, lot of thinking, because what is happening now, it is out of this. Nobody can control it, right? Because even the students are coming up to us and telling us, "Ma'am, when is the university going to open?" We do not have answer to this. So what right now government is doing that. Instead of having a complete lockdown, they are having lockdown in small areas so that this economy should not suffer. So I think this is the best they are doing. And apart from this, they should support it. They should give monetary support to the people. For example, there are so many businesses which are on verge of shutting down. There is hospitality industry, there is retail industry. Most of the retail industry that has been, you can say, it is shifted. The e-commerce giants, they have taken over that retail industries. So even we as a customer, even we know that they are losing, but on the safer side, even we are ordering everything online, because we want to be safe, right? So I guess for giving this, for supporting the economy, sometimes we should also buy something from the local this market. This is what we can do. And government, government should give monetary support. They should come up with some packages for all these sectors which are losing. This is what I feel.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Dear participants, post your questions in the chat window. We will answer all your queries through email. I repeat, dear participants, post your questions in the chat window. We will answer all your queries through email. I would like to thank our resource person, Dr. Manjit Kour, for the great presentation. The session was so informative and thought-provoking. The real examples which you told, like Walt Disney, Zomato, founder of Google, will make us think a lot in an innovative manner. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, feedback link is shared in the chat window. It's mandatory to get e-certificate. Kindly fill it. On behalf of IQAC of IECW, I thank you all for joining us today. We hope you found the first day of FDP will meet your expectation. We are expecting the same for tomorrow's program. Thank you all.